Joining us now on the Megacast is Nawal Alsaeed. She is the founder and CEO of Studious Monday, founded in 2020 with a focus on creating a consistent and sustainable cycle of contemporary, ready-to-wear, and modest clothing products. Nawal, thanks so much for being with us today.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me, Tyler.
Yeah, glad to have you on with us. Your company is called Studious Monday. You're the founder and the CEO. Tell us about the process that you went through to find this company and to create these products. Where did this idea come from?
So I've spent the last 10 years of my career at the intersection of children and family services, moving through various disciplines of education and public health. And most recently with the center thriving, I decided to shift my focus to Studious Monday, a new business venture that has always been a passion of mine. Fashion has always been a dream, and now with having the means, I decided to make it a reality.
And of course, you can learn more information, see all the products, learn about Nawal and her story about Studious Monday by going to studiousmonday.com. Studiousmonday.com, where of course you can also shop for these products as well. And one of the common themes that is presented through your products and certainly through your story is modesty, but also creating contemporary and fashionable products that all fit under that same umbrella and maybe aren't as flashy as we see in modern fashion, but certainly look excellent and are quality products. Tell us about the background on that and where that idea of creating these contemporary products, these certainly very fashionable products, but modest looking, came from.
So our brand's fashion aesthetic is everyday staple pieces. We are really focused on helping women build a sustainable wardrobe. We work with natural fibers, well-made items that can last a lifetime. We believe in striking a balance between bold and subtlety. And our audience is working women that need functionality with their clothes. Modesty is our essence. It's not to say that modesty is exclusive to a certain group of women. I think modesty is a concept that is expansive and is a value that many women of various traditions practice and believe. So there's a niche, there's a need, and I've done the research. There's definitely a market for it, and women, professional women, need more options. We need more choices, and this is especially true for minority women.
Yeah, and we hear these stories here and there that pop up, or we hear issues brought up with modern day products, and particularly in clothing, and particularly for women that aren't really fitting the modern lifestyle of a modern woman, and still are very much archaic practices. And so it's important that women have that kind of a voice in fashion, but also it's really cool to see when women are able to take some control in this industry and create products for each other in this sort of way. And that's what makes Studious Monday so impressive. More information can be found at studiousmonday.com. And I do want to continue on that for you. You have mentioned that this is a company and that your practices in this company and in your employment base really do base itself around women creating these products for other women. Talk about that some more and expand on that and why that became such a driving focus for you in finding this company and certainly in operating this company to have heavy involvement from women on the front lines of creating these products, of course, for women.
Well, I mean, no one's going to know what a woman is feeling like or what a woman needs if it's not another woman. So I think, it's really just as simple as that. It's important that we have women creating products for women, professional women creating products for professional women. There's an understanding between these women because we have a shared story, we have a shared human experience, and who better to provide for each other than each other.
Again, more information can be found on Studious Monday, including their products, their process, their story, as well at studiousmonday.com. Studiousmonday.com for more information. Another great thing I love about your website is you have a link that's simply put transparency. It tells everything that you need to know about how these products are made and where they're made, and especially in the modern age, as we've learned over the past 20 years, 30 years, and so on, about the fashion industry, about the clothing industry, and some of the really horrendous practices that are being employed across the world and still are in many cases. That you have companies that are transparent about how they create their products and are doing so in a way that is ethical. Tell us about that and the process that you went through to create products that, of course, are going to bring in sales and are going to be profitable and make it a fruitful business for you, but also not put profits ahead of ethics.
Absolutely. It took some time. Development and planning definitely took some time before we could launch. We really wanted to keep it local. So, we did I did my vetting with manufacturing here in Michigan, across the US as well. And then also, I support the global community as well. And there are some amazing ethical co-ops internationally that could use the business to considering imperialism and capitalism, and our international families are in need. And as an American brand, I take an immense amount of responsibility because of my privilege as an American brand. We have a lot of resources here in the US, and Studious Monday is about living its values. So we want to promote transparency. We want to promote business, locally and internationally. We want to be a part of the fashion is global. We want to be part of the global community. We have a great message and we want to share that message. And I have resources and I have privilege. And as an American brand, I have an immense amount of responsibility to doing better. And that's what we're about. That's what Studious Monday is about. So yes, it is important, obviously, to be mindful of sales and profits. But I think that the scale is so vast that profits can still be made, as well as maintaining ethics and morals.
And that's what is really impressive about Studious Monday and its way of doing things differently than has been done across the fashion industry, across the clothing industry for so many years. More information can be found at studiousmonday.com. Click on transparency. You'll see more information about how they create their products in places like Detroit and in Lansing here in Michigan, other locations across the U.S. and internationally in places like Pakistan as well. Studiousmonday.com for more information on that. And I'd be remiss, Nawal, if I didn't give you an opportunity to discuss some of the products that are available through Studious Monday. If people would like to do some shopping, they love what you're all about, just like I do, and they like to do some shopping and get some clothing here, and especially as we go into the holiday season, great time for gifts as well.
Yeah, so our first collection was really focused on basic wear. And I was and now that I feel like I've completed and I've really understood and I've set up the fundamentals of basic wear for Studious Monday. For the second collection, which just launched, we decided to be a little bit more colorful, and we incorporated textures such as corduroy. I really leaned into the mod scene of the 1960s and the 1970s. It was a transformative era in the fashion world. And it was also a time where functionality was considered when making clothing, through corduroy. Corduroy is a very it's made tough. So we used corduroy, we used recycled polyester, And we also used some wool, considering that it's an autumn-winter collection, and some mix and match sets and ensembles, and just a really beautiful color story that incorporates warm and frosty hues for the autumn-winter season. And we've got jackets, we've got blazers, pants and skirts and dresses, and a lot of mix and matching and a lot of ensembles. We wanted to highlight versatility and functionality, and that's what we did with Modest Mod. Our collection for this season is called Modest Mod.
You can go to their website, studiousmonday.com. Click on Modest Mod to explore their products and do some shopping yourself as well. We thank you so much for joining us today, telling us about Studious Monday, your quite incredible story and really admirable process for creating these products right here in Michigan, right here in the U.S., and as well as with participation ethically all across the world.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.